Hey yo, what is going on YouTube? I am back once again with yet another team analysis video for you guys. Um this is the same team that I used on Saturday. Um Really good team. I did pretty well with it, and I decided to go ahead and bring you guys this team. So anyways, starting off with the main purpose of this whole team, we have Snorlax with leftovers to keep gaining HP back as we set up Curse. So instead of running rest, I have leftovers so I could gain health back instead of going to sleep for 3 turns and running sleep talk. I don't really like running that. So then we have immunity. That's the ability because what most people do to stop a setup sweeper is toxic. Use toxic on it because it does damage over time, and you could protect, or eventually the Pokemon will die eventually. So that's why Snorlax and Clefable usually are very successful setup sweepers, because they don't get affected by toxic. Same with Alakazam, because it also has Magic Guard. So with that, Snorlax doesn't get toxic, then it's all good. So yeah. And then next we have, well, for the moves, we have Curse. That ups the attack and defense by 1 and lowers the speed by 1. So yeah, we're basically like a tank. Nothing could really stop us. Our next move is Body Slam. Body Slam is the stab normal type move for Snorlax. It also has a chance to paralyze, with a 30% chance to paralyze. So it's basically the Scald of normal type moves. It's either you can run Body Slam or you can run Return, because they both would do the same. So, well, actually, Return would do more damage. Body Slam is just there to get the paralysis, and then with the paralysis, you can outspeed them because they're slower. So yeah. And then next we have Earthquake. That's for the Steel type Pokemon. So if somebody sends in a Heat Ran on you, just hit it with an Earthquake. Any Steel type Pokemon is going to die from Earthquake, from a Snorlax. And then last but not least, I was debating on what move I should use. I was going to run Rest, but then I thought about it and I was like, there's a couple Pokemon that Snorlax cannot touch. One of them is being Gengar, who is immune to Body Slam and Earthquake because of Ghost types don't get hit by normal type moves, and it also has the ability Levitate, so any ground type move will not hit it. So I decided to go with Crunch because it's a dark type move and it hits Gengar pretty well. Well, not pretty well. I'm pretty sure it's gonna kill Gengar, and it's gonna hit the Lottie twins pretty hard as well, any psychic type. And the EV spreads, we have max HP, giving it a humongous 524 total in its HP stat. Then we have Adamant Nature, 252 attack, giving it 350. Pretty strong. If you multiply that by 1.5, that is, once when you set up a curse, just one curse, you will end up with a attack stat that is at 525, which is pretty damn strong. Getting hit by a Body Slam from Snorlax is pretty, powerful. And then we have Foreign Special Defense, because that's the stat that's not really getting affected by curse. So getting that one stat higher is pretty good. So anyways, next we have Mega Charizard Y, because I really felt like Charizard Y should be on my team. Well, mainly I put this Pokemon in here because I wanted to use Charizard Y as well, because it's one of my favorite Megas ever. So it's the basic set that I run. It has Air Slash that gives it it's a stab flying type move that also has a chance to flinch, so that's pretty helpful. in certain cases. Then we have flamethrower plus the sun. Nothing is living. Any water type is going to get hurt by a flamethrower. Like in the sun, yeah, that's going to be pretty deadly. But you gotta watch out for heat ran. If your opponent has a heat ran, you do not, I repeat, you do not want to use flamethrower, because that heat ran has flash fire, and you know flash fire boosts fire type moves, and plus the sun. If that sun is still up, any fire type move is going to destroy your team from a heat ran. So anyway, next we have solar beam. That way we can hit water type moves. I mean, not water type moves, but water type Pokemon. And with the sun up, it's a 1 turn move. So yeah. Then we have Roost, so we could gain HP back, because Mega Charizard Y gets crippled by Stealth Rocks. You should probably know that by now. Anyway, we have max special attack, 252 EVs in the special attack stat, giving it 417, which is pretty damn strong as well. 4 in special defense. You could really do 4 in anything, defense or HP, whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. And then we have max speed, because I need to outspeed most Pokemon. So yeah. Moving on, we have Gliscor. This is a physically defensive Gliscor. I ran the suggested spread, which is a pretty good spread. Usually I'll lead off with this Pokemon because I want it, like, usually I'll lead off with it because I could just protect and then get off, get the poison on it. So yeah. So anyway, the item is Toxicor with the ability Poison Heal. That way you could keep gaining HP back. You gain 12 HP back. That's more than leftovers, and that's more than and that's equal to Leech Seed. So it's pretty. It's a lot of HP. It's a lot of HP you're getting back. Knockoff, Earthquake, Protect, and Toxic. Toxic is there to Toxic Stall. Earthquake to hit any Steel type, specifically Heat Ran. And then we have Knockoff. That way we can knock off any items, and Protect, because Protect and Toxic really run well. And I can always gain HP back with Protect. So we have 248 HP, giving it 353 in total, which is pretty good. We have 188 defense with Impish Nature, which is pretty good as well. Giving it 366 total and 72 speed. I think that outspeeds Heat Ran. Pretty certain, yeah. So yeah. Next up we have Rodin Wash. I needed something that was special defensive. Well, actually Rodin Wash could be defensive and special defensive at the same time. With Will-O-Wisp, I gave this thing leftover so we could gain HP back, of course. And you know, Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, and Pain Split. With Will-O-Wisp, you cripple any physical attacker, specifically Scizor. That thing is a threat, especially when you're in around the 1200, 1300 on the ladder, because a lot of people like to run it. We have max HP, giving it 304 in total, which is pretty weak because it does have a base 50 HP stat, which kind of sucks, but it's all good. We have 4 in special attack, and we also have max special defense with Calm Nature. That way it can eat up special moves. So you know, if somebody comes in on your Gliscor that's a special attacker, and Gliscor does not really take special attack moves real well, you can just switch out into Rodin and it'll be all good. And then you can also Volt Switch if they don't have a ground type in the back, or Hydro Pump so you can hit that ground type. So it's pretty good. Next up we have Scizor. This thing is a absolute beast. Like I said, as long as you know how to use it, you're pretty good. Usually your opponent will let you set up with Scizor. I do not know why. That usually is the case. It's happened to me sometimes. I mean, sometimes you can't really do anything about it because, you know, you don't want to get hit by none. But if somebody comes in with a Scizor on you, and you have a Pokemon that's in, and they don't have, and your Pokemon does not have a move that can really touch Scizor, you need to get up out of there, alright? Because most likely that Scizor's going for a Swords Dance. Anyways, this set is leftovers. I am running a lot of leftovers on my team. Sorry, it's whatever. It's because I need HP, and you know, this is the defogging set. It only has one attack. It's defog, Swords Dance, Roost, Swords Dance, so I can set up and do as much damage as I can with Bullet Punch. Bullet Punch is a priority move, so you outspeed basically everything, I think, except for Sucker Punch. Anything, I'm pretty sure Bullet Punch has a +1 priority, while Sucker Punch has +2. Extreme Speed also has +2, and stuff like Protect is like +6. You know, they outspeed anything. So yeah, defog, so I can get off the hazards that's on the field. And let's go ahead and go into the EV spread. We have max HP, giving it 344, which is pretty good as well. We have 4 in attack. We also have max defense with Impulse Nature, giving it 328 defense, which is pretty good. Yeah, this thing really eats up hits. You come in on basically anything except for a fire type, because Scizor will absolutely die from that. So yeah, pretty good. Set up Swords Dance a couple times as long as your opponent does not have a fire type in the back. Specifically Heat Rain, you cannot touch that thing with this Pokemon. So yeah. And last but not least, we have Tyranitar with, again, leftovers. This is this team is more on the bulky side of things, but it's also offensive as hell. It's not a stall team, okay? But it's pretty bulky. This team could eat up hits for days. So yeah. Anyways, we have Tyranitar, leftovers, Sandstream. Why I chose Tyranitar to be my Stealth Rocker is because of its Sandstream ability. With Mega Charizard Y having the Sun Up and Heat Ran on my opponent's team, like, this team is focused mainly on Heat Ran. I really wanted to make sure I could shut that thing down. So with Sand plus Sun, I could get rid of the Sun instantly if I do use Flamethrower and, you know, Heat Ran gets its Flash Fire ability. I can just switch on Tyranitar, get my Sand up so the Sun doesn't boost the Fire type move, and if my opponent has a Rain team, I could easily shut down the Rain with Sand and Sun easily. So yeah, so this set has Stealth Rock because, you know, I needed some sort of hazard, some sort of switch control or something like that, something so I can stop my opponent from switching in and out so much. Crunch, Earthquake, and Pursuit. You know, Crunch is his main stab move, dark type move. Plus Pursuit, that traps the Lottie twins. Earthquake to hit Heat Ran. Like, this team usually, it does has all the checks. Gliscor can stop Scizor kinda, but it can't really hit it as hard because, you know, Earthquake, it doesn't have any you know, attack investment. Anyways, we have max HP, giving it 404, and we have max Adamant Nature in the attack, giving it 403, and 4 in special defense. This thing is a tank as well. It can easily eat up hits, so it's pretty good. Anyways, like I was saying, Pokemon to watch out for are Scizor, Clefable, any mon that can set up, because some of these Pokemon on this team cannot really hit as hard. Okay, so you gotta watch out for Scizor, you gotta watch out for Clefable. Lottie's not really a threat because you got Tyranitar. Keldeo, it's sometimes a threat. You can switch out into Rodin, that can also handle it, and Scizor as well, but you don't really want Scizor to get burned, so that's a problem as well. But since Keldeo is usually choice spec, so you can usually just stay in with your Gliscor. If they do come in on your Gliscor, you can go ahead and protect and then switch out and you know, do whatever. So Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.